Hey everybody, Will Fix here. Gonna do a quick video about the links I have in the description. One of the links is for the DCENT Wallet. One of the links is for 3commas.com, I believe it is. And the other one is for lofty.ai. So I'm gonna briefly talk about those three links. The way that I have links, or the reason why I have links, is I didn't just stir up and decide to have links. I've used 3 commas for several years, and I've owned several wallets, and through buying and replacing and not liking wallets and going through them, I've landed on one that I like a lot. And then as far as the tokenized property, I just found the lofty .ai to be very easy, so easy to use, and it's profitable for me. So none of this is investment advice, but all of these things work for me very well. So the very first thing I guess we should talk about is the DCENT Wallet, because it's very simple. The DCENT Wallet is an air gap style wallet that requires you to have the actual device, the seed phrase, and or your thumbprint. The thumbprint's in lieu of a password, so that you don't have to use the thumbprint. But basically, here is everything in a nutshell. It receives all of the coins that I like. And if you've looked at my other videos, it's because I had a Nano X. I still have it. I have a Nano X, and I couldn't put XDC and HBAR on it without an act of Congress and this list of instructions to create files and do all this weird stuff, only to feel like I wasn't actually having that coin on the wallet because of how it involved the other networks, by you having to go to other networks. Yeah, so it was real screwy. Anyway, long story short, that's how I landed on the DCENT Wallet. And I'll show a few pictures while I'm talking here, but I love how the DCENT Wallet app updates. See, I can just grab my phone, and if you're like me, I like to look at my coin often, and so I like to open up the DCENT Wallet app and see that it gives me the totals and the individual prices of everything that I have in there, and it's just simple and easy. I also like the larger screen and the larger button that I get to use, because when you had a DCENT Wallet, when you had a Nano X, I had these 2 buttons. Everything was difficult to manage, and the screen was real tiny. So the larger device is better because you don't need it real tiny. You're usually keeping it somewhere safe. But it's as safe as you keep the seed phrase, as is all devices. Keep your seed phrase safe, and keep your device in a safe location. The other thing about DCENT that's cool is you can get the card. It's just like a credit card. And that's a pretty cool advantage that some of the wallets don't have too. There are other nice wallets, but I like the DCENT Wallet. And there's not always a discount. There's currently a discount with the link that you use. So I would encourage you that if you're going to need a wallet, just go ahead and get one while the getting's good. Okay, now I'm going to move on to tokenized properties with lofty.ai. Lofty has, what's special about Lofty? Well, there's other companies that do tokenized property. What I prefer about Lofty is I simply can just download the Lofty app, or I may even just have a link saved on my phone, the address, but nevertheless, I sign on my phone. I created an account in about 5 minutes. I actually bought some property, and that didn't take not even 1 minute. You usually hit the buy button. Once you've hooked up how you're going to pay, you hit the buy button. I mean, when you buy, you put the number of tokens and you buy a token. Sometimes it takes several days to process, if you're bidding, because you may bid lower than the asking price, and there's a little bit of play there. But I love it because I'm earning rent as well as the underlying asset gaining in value. In a typical market, can you lose money with investments? Anytime and always, yes. Unless you want to get in the bond market, then you lose money by inflation, and then hopefully, anyway, that's a whole nother story. I won't get off on that tangent. But that's lofty. So I'll show a few pictures. It's easy. You scroll through, you find the house, you can see the percentages that they're going to pay. Then you make your choices, purchase. You can buy over time. It looks like to me that I own several rental properties. And it looks like to me the same amount of money put into Lofty would make me quite a bit more compared to my rental income, which is, it's put me in straits. I'm like, man, should I sell one? And what should I do there? Or maybe I can refinance, do a cash out refi, pull some money out of one of my properties and put it in Lofty. That would compensate the difference, probably pay the loan. Anyway, there's a lot of different creative ways that I can come up with that. But that is definitely something that I am for as far as myself. Look at it, see what you think. If so, there's the link. Use that link. Does that benefit me? Yes, all these links benefit me. That's why I'm talking to you about them. But not the only reason, right? I legit found all these without having affiliate links and was using them all. But when an accidental channel explosion happened, then I just thought, well, they're asking me, I might as well put the affiliate link because, why not? The next thing to talk about, so what did we cover? We covered 3 commas, didn't we? And no, we covered DCENT. 3 commas is left. What is 3 commas? 3 commas is a site that has bots that trade for you based on the criteria that you create for the bot to trade. Sounds complicated, doesn't it? Well, I didn't create my bots. So what do you mean, Brother Will? Well, they have in there bots people have already created. Well, what does a bot do? It makes trades. Well, what kind of trades? Well, the bot that I prefer is a DCA bot, which you've heard that term before, down cost averaging. Now, these bots are the ones that I like to use have been set up by people who use chart information to enter a trade. In other words, you can just randomly buy at any time. But wouldn't you rather wait until the price falls? So all of the criteria that can be had on a chart is had inside of these already created bots that will trade on your behalf. In other words, when the RSI changes, whenever it's oversold, or when a giant red candle happens, or the volume increases with red candles, whatever indicators, the MACD crossover, convergence, divergence. So there's all kinds of chart figures, factors, or whatever you want to call it, that are able to read a chart and say, hey, it's a good time to buy. Well, this is set up on the front end of some of these DCA bots. That some of them have different criteria, but nevertheless, they choose a time to enter in on the trade. The trade of what? Well, the bot that I'm in has 30 some odd coins. So what do? So you put some money in it. Say you put, $1,000 in. Or if you have some coin that's kind of obscure and you're like, I'm going to wrap up a few of these coins, cash them out and stick them in, or connect 3 commas. You're not actually putting money in 3 commas. You're connecting 3 commas to whatever exchange you're using. I'm using Kraken. I can suggest Kraken. So I put some money in Kraken. and then API connected it. There's instructions on the website. That means it fishes out of that money in Kraken that I had in USDT. You can use USDC, you can use other stable coins. That's the one I used, was Tether. And then from Tether, it trades the 27, 30 some odd coins, 10 coins. You can choose which ones. When you choose a bot, you can then go and edit and take out the coins you don't want to trade in. So let's say you left 10. So you have 10 coins and you have your pile of money there in stablecoin. Then you have the DCA Bot that has the front end, how to enter the trade. So it enters intelligently and it buys some coin for you. So let's say it bought, we'll just make it simple, XRP at 50 cents. So now what? Well, let's say it drops to 48 cents. And let's say the purchase you told it to do was $25 worth. So it bought, so it entered in, the XRP fell to 50 cents. It executed a trade. It bought $50 worth of XRP at 50 cents, or 25, or whatever it is I said. And there you have it. So there you own some. Well, now the price drops again to 48 cents. Well, if you have it programmed to purchase more, which that's the point, down cost averaging, and say 48 cents was the mark, then it's going to buy whatever you set it up to purchase. Let's say you have it set up to buy an equal amount. So it buys another $25 worth at 48 cents. Now you're at an average of 49 cents, aren't you? So if you're set up to earn 2% and it jumps back to 50 cents, you just made money, because then it would execute a sale. Now you have more Tether than you had to begin with. So if you're doing 5, 6, 10 trades, if it's monitoring several trades at a time, then you're just sitting there making money as it's fluctuating in price. That's how a down cost averaging bot works. That's why I use 3 commas. It's been making me great money. You do need to turn it off and on as you wish, as you monitor the markets. Right here at the front side of a bull market, it's an exciting time to have it on and trading for you, because your money still is in crypto. It still is being traded. You still will gain the advantages, and you don't need to put all your money in it. But I have probably 10% of my crypto money that's in crypto in 3 commas, and it's earned me quite a bit in just a few months. So that's what 3 commas is. Those 3 links are valuable links to me because it's what I like, what I love, and what I use as far as wallet, trading money, and owning tokenized real estate. So I hope you like that. I broke this down so I wouldn't weary people with a video that they're seeing and they don't get a choice to see it. That's why this is as a link, and I think I'm going to start this off as only a link, like a card that shows up in a video, but that's the only way you can see it for a while before I just allow it to be seen like on top, you know, just to prevent a bunch of weird, you know, because some people get weird as soon as you might make some money or something. They think, you know, everything's a scam if somebody else makes money or something. I don't know. Anyway, I just thought it might be a smart way to do it. So I hope that, check it out. Check those links out. See if it benefits you. See if it's something you want to do. I'll be glad to help. I'll help on a limited basis, obviously. But I suggest YouTube videos to learn about 3 commas and to maybe learn about Lofty, and to learn about maybe the DCENT Wallet. Is pretty simple. But if those things interest you, you know, hit me up. I can answer a lot of questions, but I can't give specific instructions. That would just be too complicated to assist you in that way. But that's all I gotta say about that. That's a bad Forrest Gump, right? Bad Forrest Gump reference. All right. Well, I appreciate you, and that's the explanation of my 3 links in the description. Have a nice day.